Good morning, everybody. So I decided to create a short video on walking meditation, just to kind of go over some of the basics, how we do it, why we do it. Normally, when we're walking with a purpose. We're walking to get from one spot to another, from point A to point B. Walking meditation is different. We're walking simply for the sake of walking. We're transforming a practice that we do every day into a meditation practice. So it's really not about getting anywhere. It's not about reaching a goal or reaching the end of a pathway or whatever. It's simply about being with the body and the breath through the practice of walking. We call it walking meditation and not mindful walking because there is a sort of a subtle difference between the two things. Walking meditation can be done inside in a very small space. The intention there is to draw your focus inward, just as we do with seated meditation, on the body, on the breath. Mindful walking is frequently done outdoors, and it's done with the intention of opening up all the five senses to what is around us, to be fully present to the sounds, the smells, the sights that we see while we're walking. We'll talk a little bit more about mindfulness in our third session. So, this meditative walking is kind of a transition point between seated meditation and mindfulness. The interesting thing about walking meditation is when you go on a retreat, if it's a meditation retreat, frequently seated meditation is alternated with walking meditation. And there's a good reason for that, because it's difficult to sit and sit and sit for hours at a time or half hours at a time, whatever it is. So it's good to get up and move, but to not lose that concentration that you have during meditation. And also, for some people, walking meditation is a much more accessible form of meditation because they find it very difficult, for whatever reason, to sit still and to focus. So, walking meditation really helps those folks as well. So, a couple of guidelines. If you are using a cane, a walker, some kind of assistive device, you can certainly do that and practice walking meditation. If for some reason you do not want to do the practice with us today, that's fine. You can simply stay seated and do your breath awareness meditation that we learned in the first session. So, first and foremost, I want to show you what we do with our hands. So, there's a couple of choices that you have. Typically, you see people doing walking meditation with their hands in this chalice mudra. So the shoulders are relaxed, one palm is supporting the back of the other hand. And that works really, really well. If that doesn't work for you, you can also take hold of the opposite wrists behind your back. But whatever position is comfortable for you, that keeps your shoulders relaxed, that allows you to breathe easily, would certainly be fine. So this would be fine. This would be fine. You know, if you have pockets, maybe you want to put your hands in your pockets, but whatever works is the best thing to do. So to begin, I'm going to show you different variations. You can walk back and forth in a small space, or you can actually do a circle. It's up to you. So I'm going to do the back and forth one just to begin. I'm going to let my eyes rest at a spot several feet in front of me, shoulders relaxed. And I'm going to begin to walk. I'm going to lift one foot, breathe in, and exhale, and place the heel down. So try to let the heel strike the floor first. Roll your body through, and as you do, you'll notice that the heel of the back foot lifts automatically. So then you bring that foot forward, placing the heel, rolling forward. And these are small steps. When you reach the end of your path, just bring the feet together and turn around and go back in the other direction. So you'll notice that I'm moving quite slowly. And sometimes you find that by changing the pace of your walking, you might feel a little wobbly, a little unstable, and that's perfectly normal. So if you need to walk a little faster to feel more secure, that's certainly an option. I'm just going to go back in this direction. Breathing in, lifting the foot, exhaling, placing the heel down. Trying to coordinate the movements of your feet with the movement of your breath. Using just enough energy to engage the muscles that you need and relaxing the rest. Feeling the whole sole of your foot striking the floor. So, as I mentioned, if you choose, you can also walk in a small circle. And that's kind of nice because then you can just continue walking without having to pause to turn. Letting your breath awareness get a little bit more pronounced the longer you walk. And then when you're done, you pause. Just notice how you feel. Notice any awarenesses that come up. Namaste. We'll try that together now.